Hello, everyone. I am Matthew Teacher. Welcome to GCET 2021 Winter Camp. This is day 2, Science Level 2, and we're going to be looking at constellations. Let's go ahead and make sure we all have our worksheet. We have our name on the front, and when you're ready, open up the sheet and let's get started with Science Day. Let's think. Our first part. So what is a constellation? And why did ancient people use or make constellations? So a constellation, of course, is a bunch of stars that make a kind of shape. Let's see why people use them. So they use them because of their gods and their religions. So because of these things, they would make shapes out of the stars in the sky. And when they sail on the sea, people would use constellations to be sure of what direction they are sailing their ships. Clock and calendar in their time. In old times, there were no clocks and no calendars. So people could actually use the constellations in the sky to see what time of year it is and what time of night it is too. So what does it mean? Let's take a look at our new words. First, we have constellation. There are some right there, some constellations. Next, we have connect. You can see all the stars connect to make the constellation. This one is ancient. Something that is very, very old is ancient. Next, we have a guide, a person who shows you a new place. Next one is landmark. So we have some different landmarks like, let's see, we have Big Ben in England. We have the Eiffel Tower in France and a lot of other ones here. These are landmarks. Next one is direction, north, east, south, west. These are directions. This one is pattern. So the pattern here is big stars and little stars, and it makes the whole pattern a whole way down. This one is mythology. Mythology. So this one in specific is Greek mythology. Zeus and Hades and Poseidon. This one is rotate. So the direction doing this kind of thing is called rotating. Rotate. This one is dipper. So that's what this thing is right here. It's a dipper. This one is called navigate. When you're navigating, you're finding your way where you're going, which way to go next. And I think this is our last one. It's called visible. If something is visible, it's something you can see. So everyone, let's go to this page and get started. Up at the top, let's learn about some constellations. Constellations are like something the dots puzzles in the sky. What is he doing with the dots? Connecting. Connect the dot puzzles in the sky. People have looked at stars for thousands of years and imagined connecting them into patterns. These patterns of stars are called constellations. Let's go down to the next part right here. Be my guide star. So bright stars are like landmarks in the sky. You can use them, the landmarks, the constellations, as your guides to find other constellations. Two famous landmarks in the northern sky are the Big Dipper, or Ursa Major, and the North Star, also called Polaris. If you can find the North Star, you will always know which direction is north. Let's move on to the part at the bottom. The stars you can see, number one, change during the night because the Earth is doing which one? It is rotating. And the stars you can see change with the seasons because the Earth circles around the sun. So depending on what time of year it is, the constellations will look different. In March, the Big Dipper or Little Dipper will look like this. In December here, September, it turns. So it is rotating as the year keeps going. And depending on where you are, people living in Argentina cannot see Polaris or the North Star. So here are the stars, as you can see, in the northern hemisphere and how you can see them in the southern hemisphere. And so you can see they're different stars. You can't see the same ones on different parts of the world. The next part we want to look at is over here, Cassiopeia. It's most visible in November, and it has a clear, what is this letter? Do you know the English letter? It has a clear W shape. Cassiopeia is a queen in Greek mythology. She bragged about her beauty. Oh, I'm so beautiful, she said. She bragged too much, and that made Poseidon very angry. So he sent her into the sky where she lives. Down in the bottom, you see, I'm Poseidon, god of the sea. Next part, we want to talk about Polaris, the North Star. It's the brightest star in the Ursa Minor constellation. Travelers pointing at night use Polaris to, do you remember, navigate. They use Polaris, the North Star, to navigate. Now let's look at Ursa Minor. It's most visible in June. Bright 7 stars make a shape of a dipper. There's our dipper. Like Ursa Major, another name for Ursa Major is the Little Dipper. That's Ursa Minor, actually. That's the Little Dipper. Next one is Ursa Major. Here's Ursa Major, or the Big Bear, or the Big Dipper. It's very visible all year round. And a group of 7 stars in Ursa Major make the shape of this one. It's called a dipper. It's a dipper. So the Big Dipper is actually just a part of Ursa Major. It's just the bear's tail. That's the only part the Big Dipper is. Here's some more fun facts about Ursa Major. Ursa Major stars in famous paintings. In Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night over the Rhone, the Big Dipper appears in the sky, and it appears on Alaska's flag. Polaris and the stars in the Big Dipper are the main components on the state flag of Alaska. So let's move on to our last piece over here, Orion. So Orion is most visible in January. So you can probably go out these days and see Orion very well. It has an hourglass shape with Orion's belt right there in the middle. Orion is the strong hunter in Greek mythology, and he is the son of Poseidon. Remember him, god of the sea? He's right there in the corner. All right, let's go ahead and review what we've learned. A, B, C, D. So, do you remember what these constellations are? Let's take a look together. Think and write the answers. It has a shape of a dipper, and it's the brightest star of this constellation is called Polaris. Which one is it? A, B, C, or D? It's B, of course. We can see the brightest star there. It's Polaris, the North Star. That is Ursa Minor. You can see a clear W pattern in this constellation. The name is from a queen. Which letter is this? It's letter A, of course. We can see that W, or this way it kind of looks like an M, actually. And do you remember the name is Cassiopeia? The next one, it was named after the strong hunter. He is Poseidon's son. Which letter is this? Letter D. And his son's name was Poseidon's son, Orion. All right, last one, of course, very easy. The Big Dipper is part of this constellation. It's the bear's tail. Of course, we can see its letter C. Do you remember the name? The name is Ursa Major, or the Big Bear, right? All right, let's go to the next part. We've got navigate, landmark, visible, and pattern. Let's fill in the word bubbles with the right word. A constellation is blah that a group of stars make. It is a pattern that a group of stars makes. So that one's pattern. Next, the Eiffel Tower is a famous what in Paris, France? Is it a favorite navigate, a favorite visible? It's a favorite landmark, a famous landmark in Paris, France. Next one we have sailors used to do what by the stars? Did they landmark? Did they navigate? Sailors used to navigate by the stars. And some gases are not only one word left, it must be visible. Some gases are not visible. Some we cannot see some gases. All right, let's move on to the Let's Be Creative section. That's right here on the back. What we're gonna do is we're gonna find out what's my zodiac sign. When is your birthday? Let's find out your zodiac sign and make a zodiac card. So what is a zodiac sign? The zodiac is a belt of space around the Earth. It is the path that the sun seems to take around the Earth. Next here we have all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 12. 12 well-known constellations in the zodiac are the zodiac signs. Let's learn about those. Here they are all on a big wheel. The symbols of the constellations, most of them are animals or humans. There's only one that is Libra, that is scales. Everything else is an animal or a human. The word zodiac means animal, as the Greek word zodion. That's where we get zodiac from. So here are all of them, all the names. We have Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpius, Sagittarius, and Capricornicus. So each zodiac constellation has a sign. So here are all the signs for each one. You can come back to look at these in a second to see which is your sign so you can make it. What is a zodiac sign? So what is your zodiac sign? It is different depending on which month you were born in. So your birthday. For example, if your birthday is February 28th, you are a Pisces. Pisces people are born between February 19th to March 20th. Actually, I am too. I'm born on March 5th. So I am a Pisces. So let's go ahead and figure out what your zodiac sign is. Find out your zodiac constellation and make a zodiac card. So here's your zodiac card here. So for example, my birthday is, you can say February 28th. In that case, you are a Pisces, and you can draw your little symbol there too, and you can cut the card out and you can show people what your zodiac sign is. And that's very interesting. A lot of people want to know what their zodiac signs are. So let's go on to the last part, our comprehension quiz. The bridge connects or converts my town and my school. It connects my town and my school. Which director or direction is north? Let's find Polaris in the sky. Which direction is north? I love the stories of old times, like Greek mythology or Greek mystery. Greek mythology, of course. I am new to the city. I need a guide or a guardian who can give me a tour. It is a guide. All right, and now we have reached the end of our science day. I hope everyone had a great time learning about constellations. We will see you in the next class. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.